Okay, welcome back to the Siskiyou Golden Fair. It's August the 10th, 2025, last day of the fair. We were sitting here in the booth today with JonMichael Patterson from the Greenhorn Grange.
Yes, Greenhorn Community Grange number 384.
384. So John's going to give us a little bit of history of the Grange and what's going on today with that. So go ahead and take it away, John.
Yes, our local Grange Hall was first chartered on May 20th of 1918. It served Wairika faithfully and honorably for 96 years. And unfortunately, and sometimes it shut down for about 10 years in what many Grange people call the Great Hiccup that happened across the nation in Grange halls. But we started back last June with collecting members. We got enough to recharter. We got rechartered as an official Grange Hall in January of this year and officially got the charter handed to us by the California State Grange President in May.
Nice. So what's going on? Give us some background of what the Greenhorn Grange is doing for Siskiyou County and maybe some future projects.
Okay. So the Greenhorn Community Grange historically has advocated for agriculture and farming, rural way of life and community, which has been the overall theme of the Grange Association as a whole since it started back in the 1800s. And therefore, we are part of not just our local community, but our state Grange community and our national Grange community, which goes all the way up to even Washington, because a big part of the Grange, the only time really we get involved in politics is when advocating and defending agriculture and the rural way of life. And that is why part of our dues pay for those advocates in D.C. at the National Association to bring forth those policies that we try to create. There's nothing in the works right now that related here, because we're just getting back. Historically, though, the Greenhorn Grange was very vital in creating water policies that did defend the farmers and ranchers, and that went up to the state level. And the state advocates for policies that are all created by the local Grange halls in their communities. So the water advocacy and water policies that the state Grange supported and advocated and put forth to national were created by our local Grange Hall long time ago. Some of the things we have brought back, we have gotten the hall cleaned up with a lot of assistance from the California State Grange, who have been up here many times during cleanings and restarting and reorganizational meetings, driving up from Sacramento or where the other directors live from that are at least 3 or 4 hours away from us.
So they have a very big interest in making sure this is successful.
Yes, in fact, the gentleman that's our area representative for the state Grange, he spent the last 5 years getting Grange halls reorganized in Siskiyou County. Greenhorn was the most recent one he got reestablished. Before that, he got the Scott Valley Grange in Greenview rechartered. Before that, he reorganized the Mount Boulevard Grange in Callahan, California.
Nice.
So he's been a busy man and a good resource.
Great, super.
And some of the things that we've continued to do is we've gotten the building back up to where it can be rented by the community. That's been since November. A group voted to try to keep our rental fees as small as possible while also still having it to where we can keep the lights running, especially with the increase in bills and everything that happened. So we do that. We've tried to bring back some other projects. We've talked about in the past, Greenhorn Grange did a strawberry feed and other community outreach meals. We are looking at the viability of bringing some of those back right now. We are going through some red tape and hurdles that were not a thing back in those days, but are now. Looking to the future and some of the new things we've created, the biggest one would be our Homestead series that started back in June with container gardening. July, we did sourdough bread making from scratch via 5 Loaves down in Weed, California. Yesterday, a group of folks just participated in our canning pickles class. Next month is canning jam. We have them on the second Saturdays of the month. There is a small cost to it of $15, but literally that $15 goes back into keeping the lights on. And that's a lot what's going on in the Grange right now. So if people want to get involved with the Grange, or they want to know more about the services or programs that you're providing, where would they go? So we do have a Facebook page. So if you're on Facebook, just type in Greenhorn Grange or Greenhorn Community Grange.
Okay.
And they can find us. We're also on Instagram and Twitter and Threads. We have 2 websites floating around out there somewhere. And then also we do have posters all over the place, and we do have local contacts that can connect you with us.
Okay.
But the easiest right now would be Facebook, because the main phone number is on there, email's there, and of course you can message us through Facebook as well.
Awesome.
Which has been how we've gotten a lot of folks participating in our homestead style classes.
Cool.
And that's just a little bit. Some of the stuff that we've helped in new style is back in January, the Homeless Coalition, we hosted them for their resource fair for the homeless community.
Okay.
And then we
You got a lot.
done some other things.
You got it's a lot of things, a lot of things going on at the Grange, trying to bring it back, and we truly appreciate working on that, getting that the Granges coming back, and bringing back some history back into the county.
Yes, and in all of our cleanings that we've done, because we have a monthly cleaning of the building, we have found a lot of the history books that have survived, including a really nice centerpiece giant book that was written by a member who she unfortunately passed away many years ago before she could finish the book, but it was the complete history of the hall from 1918 to 1961, based on the notes of the time and handwritten accounts.
Nice.
We've cleaned out and reorganized the trophy cases in our hall. Some of the trophies and ribbons from the past being for the hall itself and back when there was a 4-H club in the hall, including the 4-H's club's original charter from when it was the Greenhorn 4-H. Some of the really cool things we found is some old, and mind you, we go by the Siskiyou Golden Fair now here for the one in Wairika, but this was far back enough when it was the Siskiyou County Fair. And we're going back, these few trophies are from the 20s.
Nice.
And they were community service trophy recognitions. And one is a literal giant trophy that has Greenhorn Grange etched on it, 1923, 1922, mixed in with some other Granges that unfortunately we don't have anymore, like the Bogus Creek Grange or Hornbrook. But the fact that that trophy has been preserved all these years is a really cool thing to see the history of our group as well as some of our fellow Granges that are no longer with us.
Well, John, very interesting, super interesting, and we want to thank you so much for giving us an idea about the Greenhorn Grange and its comeback and how the people can get to, and all the programs that are being done. We truly appreciate all the hard work that the folks at the Greenhorn Grange are doing. So I want to thank you very much. I want to let everybody know that we're going to have this up on YouTube for the replay, and then we have it for them to be able to share as well. So we want to thank you, John. And you want to have a great day. The county fair, like I said, last day county fair. By the time you see this, it's probably going to be over. But anyway, we've had a great time this entire week. Appreciate John coming out and helping up in the booth. Many different hats that he's worn today. Just as everybody knows that JonMichael Patterson wears many hats every day of the week.
A lot of us do that are in various organizations.
Right. So we appreciate you, John, and we thank you very much.
Thank you.
So let's have a great day and talk to you later.